Alright, this is going to be a quicker one. In short, I think Winter isn't a bad game, it's just not for me. Let me explain. The Steam description of Winter says, face mythological creatures from ancient mythologies face to face. Create an army and fight back before winter swallows you. This, mixed with a quick glance at the store page videos, led me to assume that this would be a cool 2D side-scrolling action romp where I would fight creatures, endure the winter, and I don't know, probably do something with that giant sleeping dragon. In reality, Winter is a somewhat cryptic, time-based, I guess like town builder? First off, the graphics and atmosphere are great. It looks very appealing and the spooky droning music really instills a feeling of dread, for better or worse. The core gameplay, though, isn't really something that I personally would seek out, especially considering my incorrect interpretation of what I saw on the store page and the expectations that I had. Basically, you play as this little guy on a big rabbit, which is probably a reference to a mythological being I'm unaware of, and you can go left and right and explore this town and forest. Movement is slow, but you can sprint, but your rabbit will get tired and you'll have to walk soon after. You're given some coins at the beginning of your venture, except once or twice when I wasn't, and you're tasked with using them wisely to develop this small settlement and eventually face monsters and the harshness of winter. As you walk by certain places, a number of red dots appear above them, signifying how many coins you can deposit in them. My main issue here stems from a pretty huge lack of conveyance. Now that's not necessarily a bad thing. I do really enjoy cryptic experiences that you have to teach yourself through trial and error on what to do, but I just wasn't very engaged this time. There's no progress meters, no tooltips to explain what you're dropping your coins into or what it will do for you. Again, I'm totally fine with just jumping in and learning as I go, but many times around I would deposit my coins, wait a while, and just not seem to have any results. I did find that you could invest just one coin into this thing, and it'll eventually spit out 3 coins, which was the only way I found to get more coins. The tutorial calls this mining. Okay, now we gotta talk about that tutorial. How can I still be confused if there's a tutorial? Well, this is it. I'm also not altering that. That's the size and opacity it was in the first version of the game that I played. Fortunately, it has been patched with a somewhat better tutorial, but even still, it's pretty basic, and that cool runic font is still kind of hard to read. While we're on the subject, the translation is a little rocky, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. I played Craft Hero a little while ago, which had a kind of silly translation, but it ended up being a really awesome game. I think what it boils down to is that you have to be very patient and spend the coins you're given wisely. Unfortunately, though, it seems like if you spend all your coins without investing in something that will make you more money, the only thing I'm aware of that does that being the mining thing, the game seems to soft lock. Maybe if you wait around, you'll be given more sky coins, but the day and night cycle doesn't seem to make that happen, and I wasn't really interested in waiting longer than a cycle or two to see if somehow I would be able to progress. I think this is a great experience if you're into very slow-paced, atmospheric games with that kind of AFK mechanic. It's something I could see myself playing on the side while I waited between matches on another game or while I edited a video or something. I should also mention it's very easy to accidentally hit new game and have whatever progress you've made be wiped out instantly. It's probably also important to note that I did receive a review copy of Winter, and the store page does say that it's in early access. However, I feel like many of these major mechanics will probably remain the same in the full release. The current price of the game is only $11, and I think that's not too bad as long as you know what kind of experience you're in for going into it. Ultimately, I think Winter is cool, but with a Steam library full of big, amazing games like Ghostmaster and Only Fuck 2, Winter gets a little lost in the mix.